Everyone, welcome to the show. So there's a lot of cray-cray going on in Arizona. But before I get into that, I want to share a little bit of news about races that were called last week. This is still from the midterm election. So we've got some good news out of Alaska. Democrat Mary Peltola was reelected. She beat out the mother of MAGA herself, Sarah Palin. Also, moderate Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski won. She was running up against her Trumplican challenger. So two more of Trump's personally endorsed candidates went down in flames. Now on to the Florida of the West. MAGA candidate Kari Lake has filed a lawsuit against Maricopa County election officials. She's alleging that they broke the election laws. And I'm sure Mike Lindell's probably going to provide her with all of the evidence any day now, right? Or maybe in a few years, probably right around the time that Trump gets reinstated. Anyway, Lake isn't the only one who filed a lawsuit. Republican Attorney General candidate Abe Hamadeh filed a similar lawsuit, also against Maricopa County after he lost his race. Meanwhile, Trump supporters have been protesting outside of the Arizona Capitol. They're demanding that a new election be held. And things have gotten so bad, and threats against election officials are so bad that one of the Republican election officials is in hiding. He has literally been taken to a safe house by the authorities because they can't guarantee that he'll be safe if he stays in his home. That's how bad this has gotten. On top of all that, the Cochise County Board of Supervisors, I've mentioned them previously, they are refusing to certify their election results. They've come up with a new bogus conspiracy theory that voting machines weren't certified by an accredited organization. This has been disproven. It's already been disproven and rejected as an excuse by not just the Arizona Supreme Court, but also the state elections director and the Election Assistance Commission. Plus, the Secretary of State's office already sent them written verification showing that these machines were certified by vetted companies, by legitimate companies. The law is also very clear. According to the Arizona Central News outlet, they state that the board has, quote, no authority to change vote totals or reject the election results. Those are the laws. And in fact, they have to complete a canvass of the results within 20 days of the election, which was yesterday, November 28th. They did not do that. Then they have to send the certified results to their Secretary of State by December 5th. So because they missed the November 28th deadline, multiple lawsuits have now been filed to force them to certify the results. One lawsuit was filed jointly by the Arizona Alliance of Retired Americans and a Cochise County resident, a woman named Stephanie Stevenson. A second lawsuit has now been filed by the current Secretary of State, Katie Hobbs. Both of these suits, as I mentioned, they're asking for the court to order the board members to certify the election results by this Thursday. They want to do that so that they can keep the next deadline. Well, the election deniers on the board say that they want to hold a special meeting this Friday to talk about conspiracy theories, essentially, that are concerning them. Here's why this is such a self-own on the part of these two Republican board members who are holding this whole thing up. Cochise County is a majority Republican area. So not only are these board members possibly facing criminal charges, but they risk disenfranchising 47,000 voters in their county and flipping some of the races to the Democrats, because some of the Republican candidates won by a very slim margin. So if Cochise County votes are excluded from the statewide tally, those Republicans could end up losing. And then their Democratic challenger is going to be sworn into office. So, for example, the 6th congressional district in Arizona was won by Republican Juan Ciscomani. He narrowly defeated Democrat Kirsten Engel in the midterm. Without Cochise County votes, he loses. And the Republicans' razor thin majority in the House of Representatives will shrink even more. And because these board members already violated the law by blowing past yesterday's deadline, they're still subject to a Class 6 felony. So even if they certify the vote by next Tuesday, by the final deadline, the penalty is still in play. And the penalty for that type of felony ranges from 4 months to 2 years in prison plus fines. So far, though, they don't appear to be too concerned because they're planning to meet today, this afternoon, they may have already done it, to talk about hiring a defense attorney to fight these lawsuits. You guys may recall from the previous segment where I talked about them that the county attorney announced that he was no longer going to represent these board members in potential litigation stemming from the midterm election because the Republican members rejected his legal advice. They wanted to do a hand count of every single vote in the county, which was not allowed, and there was no reason for it. And so he said, look, if you go through with this, you guys can get sued, and you're not taking my advice. I'm telling you, you can't do it. This is not within your purview. The state legislators would have to vote on this and approve this. And they haven't. They don't want to take this up because there's no reason for it. So they did listen in the end to that, but now they're pulling this game. They're pulling this clown show, and they seriously risk getting in trouble and being sued individually. Oh, well, I mean, I wish more counties would do this. Flip all of these elections to the Democrats. I love it. Cell phone, so awesome. So anyway, guys, when I hear more, I'll let you know. Please like, share, subscribe. Please donate if possible. Really appreciate all of you. Take care. I will talk with you soon.